Crafty friend, it's Justine Dvorak from Stationery by Justine, where when I craft my world stands still. Today I'm going to do a SheetLoad rewind. What's a SheetLoad, you might be wondering? It is a card template like this from the great Alicia. I almost said from the great Al. From the great Alicia, or Crafty Al, call me Crafty Al YouTube channel. She puts together these SheetLoad templates, and what you do is you follow it and you kind of make your own modifications to what you want it to be like. And you get to make a sheet load or a bunch of cards. This time it's going to yield 6 cards. This is a throwback, so we're going back to 2023. So there's sheet loads that come out every month, and they're all a little different. Sometimes it will be 12, sometimes it will be 6, 5, no, not 5, 4 or 6. I think they're all usually odd or even numbers. I digress. You watch her video. She tells you how to download the printable. On the back, on page 2, she tells you how to cut everything. And then you get to make it your own. It's so fun. And if you ever do any of the sheet loads, be sure to use the hashtags that are on top of the sheet load. And there will be some other hashtags down in the description that you want to go ahead and check out as well. This video will be a hop video. So after this, you can hop over to the next video, and I will have all the things I'm using in this video linked down below for affiliate links if you care to shop. That would be fantastic. Remember that the sheet loads are free for current subscribers for 2 years, but this April sheet load is currently in the vault. So please be sure that you go ahead and subscribe to Crafty Al's channel, call me Crafty Al, and then you can go ahead and get this before it turns back into the vault, only for subscribers and members of her channel. So there you have it, and let's dive right into the making. I am going to use one of my favorite little collections. It's kind of like a mini collection from Spellbinders that is still available to buy. It's a little bit of an older one, but it still is fantastic. This little frog or toad with his little mushroom is just so cute. And I used him for a big collection video. I will link that in the description as well, where I made this giant moon behind him and I turned him into more of a brown toad. And then I've used him for craft roulette video. I'll link that as well. And I turned him into like a school chalkboard with like a little toad sitting on the chalkboard. My nightmare. But I just love this little toad. And I, in fact, wanted to just die cut a whole bunch, and I've assembled the frogs and the mushrooms already. They're in my little tray here from Spellbinders, and like I said, this collection is still available at Spellbinders. I'm using beeswax, and I think this is called alabaster. It's on my to-do list to go ahead and make those swatches of the cardstocks. I will get there. I promise. And then I have these two kind of, I don't know, I think they're from 2018 from Lawn Fawn. I don't know if they're still available. If they are, cool. I love them. And the sheet load calls for 2 6x6 patterned papers. So that's what we're going to do. And just take a look at this really cute set, because it has this little frog. It has a stencil to make a pond and a stamp set. So I pulled out the stamp that says Make a Wish because I need a bunch of birthday cards. What I've gone ahead and done is, instead of using this piece right here and just cutting it from cardstock, I was a little bit extra and fancy, and I used this medium banner die that is from Pajama Crafter Stamps, and I did die cut out 6 of them, and it's almost the exact same size as the sheet load template. So I figured that that was so nice. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my Misty, and we're going to stamp the image. I'm going to do one on camera with you, and then we're going to move on to the next. Well, actually, I'll show you 2, so I can show you how you can just make this so easy on yourself. You just position it to the corner like that. I'm just going to use a little magnet there to hold it in to place. I've got my stamp in the exact same spot because I plan to have the mushroom going right about there on my card. And then I can just stamp that. I think I'm going to use black. Seems a little harsh, but I do have black here and here. I think I'm going to use green. Oh, changing it up. I haven't used these inks too much, and I figured, why not today? Why not do it today? That seems normal, right? Fresh Lawn. I think this is from Hero Arts. Yep, never used it. Here we go. I'm hoping that's the right green. If not, I've got 5 more to figure it out. And then just give it a gentle press. And watch how easy this is to make the next one. And you don't have to worry about getting your head over anything and making sure it's straight. All you have to do is close the door of the tool. Could it get easier? As long as you have that strip in the right spot, you're good. See? So easy. I'm going to go ahead and do that for 4 more. Next step would be to cut my pattern papers. I'm kind of excited about this SheetLoad in particular because this is a no scraps, so I won't have any extra pattern paper when I am finished. I'm just going to cut it in half, so by 3 inches. So I have 2 3x3 squares, and then I'm going to have 1 more 3x3 square, and then the last 3x3 square I am just going to cut into thirds, so I'll have 1x3 rectangles. That is super simple. All right, this paper is really happy and bright, and I am so excited for spring. Are you excited? Let me know in the comments, because I feel like it's been such a strange winter here in Minnesota, and I'm ready for spring. Oh, I'm going to show you how I kind of do my little assembly moment. So I've got my card base, and I am going to rotate this month's card. It's going to be a portrait style instead of a landscape, because I really prefer the cards that are going up and down. I'm just putting these down, making myself little kits, so they're not going to be straight, and it's going to be fine because nothing is glued. Right, we're going to quick put the last one together, and again, I just want to invite you to check out the Hop playlist and see what everyone else is making with this who's on the team. I know that everyone has their own style, and everyone's got their own craft supplies, so it's going to be a fun hop to do because everyone has their own little spice, you know? So I can't wait myself to hop. And also, if you like this style, be sure to subscribe to everybody on the hop, but also to this channel, because I'm going to be showing you the May SheetLoad of cards. It's going to be really cool. I actually have that one all planned out because Alicia sent that one out to the team, and I can't wait to show you. It's so cool, and I'm using some pattern paper for that SheetLoad that I've had in my craft room for a while that I just wasn't really digging. Like, I love the pattern paper, but I just wasn't really feeling like I wanted to use it like ever, because first of all, it's like borderline wanting to hoard it, but also I didn't like it. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I also really like the colorway of that paper. I don't know. Complicated relationship with the paper, we'll say. So it's fine, but I am excited to show you the May SheetLoad, which is just a few days away. It's going to go up on May 1st on Crafty Al's channel, and then there's a hop that's similar to this one that will go up on the 2nd of the month. For this, I always just eyeball it and hope for the best. If you want, you can use a T-square, but I don't know. I've made thousands of cards at this point, and I've kind of let go of the feeling of it needing to be perfect and straight. But if you are someone who loves that, there are tools for that. So, yay. All right. Well, I finished off all 6 of my SheetLoads for the SheetLoad Rewind from April 2023. Here we are in April 2026. What do you think of this SheetLoad? I really like this one. I think it is screaming spring, and I am so excited to see what everyone else makes. Again, if you make your own SheetLoad, be sure to use the hashtags that are on the top of the SheetLoad, and I do have them in the description as well. Just gonna go ahead and add a little sparkle to the crown. I just cannot help myself. And of course my dyslexic brain started way at the bottom and going totally opposite of where it makes sense to go, but that's fine. All right. I hope you're having a beautiful day and be a blessing. Bye, crafty friend.